What do you all think though of like the growth? I mean, you've been here your whole life.
I sure have.
I know you asked me that question, but what do you think?
So coming from a smaller town before, the whole reason I moved here was because Huntsville was like more of a happening place. And I think that Huntsville will always remain one of the best places to live, as it's been titled before, because it still has that hometown feel without feeling like it's too big for its britches. You've got all these great aspects that are coming and that are, growing, but it doesn't feel like we're on top of each other. If you've been here for a while, it will start to feel that way just because you're used to like, that used to be a cotton field, But I mean, that's how any city gets to be. I mean, it's going to grow and it's going to expand. But for someone who's been here since ninth grade, 15, 16 years, it, to me, still has that hometown feel, like especially like close to where I grew up, or even the outskirts of it. So I think the growth is good, and I think it will continue to be good as long as Huntsville's staying true to Huntsville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same for you.
I am so jealous of all the young adults who get to go out and have fun at all the cool new places.
Yeah.
Because, I left. I went to Bama for, college, and then I came right home, and I never really had intentions to go anywhere else. And I think like in my early mid 20s, I would have really enjoyed some of the cool new stuff that, like the Trash Pandas. Like I've been to one game, but I think I was a lot more social back then.
Yeah.
But I think I would have enjoyed a lot. So like I'm excited for the young adults who live here who get to go out and experience all this cool stuff. So
yeah. I was just up in, we had never been to Nashville. We went last week, kind of more near like the Vanderbilt campus in Belmont. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And every time I go downtown, I'm reminded of why people love the city, and I might want to live downtown at some point. It's just a different way of living,
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
our downtown is really a nice downtown.
Yeah.
And being in like Nashville and, Atlanta, visiting those cities, and then coming home, I'm like, oh, our town is so much cleaner
You
and
can get
like
around.
just feels, and it feels safer, than those towns. Even Chattanooga, like I like how some of Huntsville is turning into like that Chattanooga vibe, like kind of eclectic, but still like a place for everybody. So I like that.
Well, that's one of the cities that they modeled all of their plans here.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Chattanooga?
They interviewed downtown Huntsville. So Chad Emerson used to be the CEO. He's now with the soccer team.
Yep.
And I haven't met the new guy, but in that interview, and then even talking about Mayor Battle, they went up to Chattanooga a few times, and just a lot of like, hey, so how did you go about doing this? A lot of questions. What were your lessons learned? And I think a lot of what they've done is patterned after that.
Oh,
That's cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a great job of doing their homework.
Yeah.
Even with the Orion Amphitheater, they did a whole music audit and brought a company from London here. And it wasn't just, hey, build this. You need a music board, and you need to allow the is it the bussikers, like the people who just play on the street, like make sure you allow people to play on the street, and make sure, like, just all these little laws at times and policies that can be tweaked to support music and the arts.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be, I certainly didn't picture myself still living here.
No?
When I was in high school, I was like, oh, like I'll live in Washington State or somewhere
Yeah.
that feels really like,
Okay.
nature-y,
Oh, okay.
Pacific
Okay.
Northwest area. But, like, I don't know. It's the things that I loved about being in Dothan. Dothan was only a family town. There was nothing to do. It was like, every Friday night you're watching the kids play football or whatever, and then like you're going home or you're going out to eat or whatever. That was it. Whereas like here it's got a little bit of everything, and I'm excited to see like how my girls grow up here and like what things they get into and enjoy. And so, yeah.